to mine and yours YouTube video, if you like. And then, of course, on Facebook Live in my Juggling Health and Wealth as well. So our conversation is going to be shared, you know, in different channels. So that will be really good, Con. I love doing this kind of thing because, as you know me, as a good friend, that I like chatting, don't I?
Well, definitely looking. I think we've got something in common. We're not shy, or we're not sure a word or two, are we?
No, we're not. And so tell me, today you actually went out, did you? Like, it's actually
Yeah,
good.
look, to
Nice
us, look, being in real estate, you know,
Yep.
the government has announced that we can go back and do personal inspections, which is great.
Mm.
And that enables a lot of agents to somehow go back into some kind of a work environment, which is great in a sense.
Wonderful, wonderful. So even in the lockdown, you still are able to do that, like to go
Yeah,
to.
look, the beauty of the virtual world, Kitty, it's really amazing. Things have changed the way we do business, as you all know, the last probably 8-9 months now. And in a way, you know, we don't do any more traveling, you know, but we can still interact with our clients.
Yes.
It's not the same feeling to get the same idea or the same feeling with someone across from you, but in a bigger scale, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so it's very interesting what you do. And of course, as we hit 1:30 here, we're going to dive into a lot more details and get to know you more. But it's always fascinating to hear about your story. I mean, no matter how much I've, you know, heard about your story or like, you know, watch your sharing or even videos and so many different forums, I don't find it boring because it's actually a very fascinating life you've lived.
Look, Kitty, look, we all know, you know, Australia is the lucky country, and it's only lucky if you're prepared to take your luck in your own hands.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. So you came from a non-Australian family then, like me.
Yeah, look, I was born overseas. I was born in Greece, in a little city called Patra. Patra is the third biggest city in Greece, and population about 300,000 people. So if you give you an indication, Melbourne has got over 450,000 Greeks in Melbourne, where Patra's only got 300. So technically, Melbourne is the third biggest city in Greece. So Athens, Salonika, Melbourne, and then Patra.
That's exciting. So where you were born, is that close to Athens? That's the place I really...
Yeah, look, it's about, what are we, about 2.5 hour drive from Athens. We are on the south, and we are more closer to the boundaries of Italy than Turkey, the other side. So near the Ionian Sea, where you've got your islands of Lefkas and Ithakas and Kefalonia and Zande and all those islands as well. Beautiful islands, by the way.
You know, Con, one of my destination that I've got on my dream board is Greek islands.
Oh, look, Greek islands, look, you know what I love about the Greek islands? It's so peaceful, so unique in a sense. There's no any time limit what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and how long it'll take. You know what I mean? Yes. So you feel like you're going for a swim, you dip in the beautiful blue, clean ocean, you know, seas, and you're there with the beautiful seafood, and after that for lunch and so on. And then the beauty about the Greeks, as you know, we like our afternoon siestas. Yes. And I think that's the key of, in a sense, a lot of European people have found that the key of afternoon siestas gives you this energy, and it gives you this ability to work harder towards the end of the day.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea. Like, I mean, we don't practice it here in Australia, but I think it's a really good idea. I mean, sometimes being a bit of a night owl, which is not a good habit, you know, I sleep late, and then I, of course, may not be at my best in the afternoon, then having a siesta. Why not, right? And the other thing is Greek islands with all the white houses, you know, it's just something that I yearn to be visiting at some point.
Look, it's highly recommended. And unfortunately this year, there's obviously due to the COVID and all these things was happening around the world, there was a lot of restrictions and so on. Yeah. But I think next year is going to be a huge year. Yes. And a lot of people already pre-planned that no matter what, you know, the ability to travel again will be in abundance. Yeah. And a lot of people will be taking every opportunity they can to go and visit not only Greece, but other parts of the world as well. Yes,
yeah. So do you go back much since you came here?
Yeah, look, definitely. I travel quite regularly back and forwards, but not only in Greece, but other parts of the world as well. Yeah. You know, when you got the travel bug, you want to discover new cultures, new countries, and I'm a type of fellow that when I travel, I always want to see something new.
Yes.
Like it can be anything, like, from, Ireland, or it can be Czech Republic, or it can be Vietnam, it can be, those bizarre.
What about Hong Kong? Hong Kong was where I was.
Yeah, Hong Kong was great. Actually, I got to tell you, Hong Kong, actually, we'll always remember the day I was in Hong Kong, because that particular day I was in Hong Kong, our pop singer Michael Jackson passed away, and I was in Hong Kong when he passed away. And it was, it was enormous news back then. And wow, do they love Michael Jackson back then?
Yeah, there you go. It's true, right? But anyway, so it's right at 1:30, Con. So let's get started with the formal part of our chat, shall we?
Definitely.
Okay, so welcome everybody. Whether you're live on Facebook or in our Zoom meeting right now. Thank you, Greg. It's wonderful to have you with us. And also maybe later on while you're watching the replay on my Juggling Health and Wealth Facebook group, or even YouTube, which, we will be posting on there. Welcome, and wonderful day for me to be able to chat with my really good friend, Con Nichols. So just by way of introduction, for those of you who might not know me, Kitty Chang's my name. I'm in the lifestyle coaching business. I specialize in helping individuals to supercharge, particularly their wealth, their well-being, and weight management. I love doing that through nutrition and mindset, and also internet franchise with helping people with juggling their health as well. So I help business owners particularly, and also professional people, to reach their total wellness. And I have different, types of programs and signature lifestyle that I love to serve people with. And I have one main message, and that is financial wealth and a thriving business is worth nothing if we don't take care of all aspects of our well-being. So I provide my clients solutions and services really tailor-made and personalized to their needs by design. And I help them to juggle their health and wealth. So today, as I already have spoken with Con Nichol, is a wonderful, successful business friend of mine. So he's an entrepreneur, he's a philanthropist, property developer and investor, business owner, and a self-made millionaire. And he has a portfolio of properties who purchased his very first property at 18 years young. Con, 18 years young, that's amazing. And he's the founder and partner in various companies, businesses, ranging from property development, cafes, education, import, export, and events, real estate investments. Wow. So it's really my privilege and pleasure today to be able to have a chat with you, Con.
Thank you, Chidi, and what an introduction. I really appreciate that, and looking forward to give some value to our viewers, of course, because at the end of the day, we're going through very tough times. So if our viewers can pick up at least a couple of takeaways from our meeting and our discussion, I'm a happy man.
Yes, wonderful. Appreciate that too. So, Con, I understand that you have a very fascinating story called The Boy with One Suitcase, from Marbles to Millions. Why don't you tell us a little bit about...
Kitty, is there any way, before we go any further, can you please show the little video so we can get a bit of introduction, so people know
that's right.
the journey, that what's going on, so this way we can go into more detail later on.
Yes, sure. Let's do that. Okay, let me just share a little video, which was a brief introduction of Con before we start our chat. Thanks for reminding me, Con. Okay, let's go for it. Hang on, I'm gonna be sharing this. Can you see the screen, Con?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. Okay, let's go for it.
Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. Kitty, I can't hear you. Kitty, I can't hear you.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yep, all good.
Thank you. What a wonderful video with a brief introduction of your life and fascinating as well. So Con, as we saw in that video, you were a boy in a suitcase, right? With a suitcase. So
look, my journey, we also the video. I arrived as a little boy with no money, no language, nothing at all. And we were very, very fortunate to get invited to Australia by my aunties and uncles. And next thing you knew, we lived in one house with, another 14 other people together, you know what I mean? So it was very, very tough at the beginning. And however, as a young boy, I was very fortunate that I created this particular dream, a particular goal, that the reason we came to Australia was for our goal, for our reasons to be successful in life and leave back the poverty of Greece to come back to a better, lucky country like Australia. And yes, it was tough. Yes, it was hard. And at the age of 18, all the hard work that I've done during those years paid off by not only buying my new first car, but also buying a property as well. And then my journey began from then on. Remember something, Kitty? At year 10 of Form 4, they called it those days, I filed year 10.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now, does it make me a failure?
No.
And this is a good lesson for the young kids out there. Does not matter what you do now. It's what actions you take to go ahead.
Yes.
So if you file in a particular subject, especially now that we've got exams coming up for year 11, year 12 kids as well,
yes,
you know what? It's not the end of the world.
So true.
Focus, do your best, feel comfortable that you've done your utmost best, and you're never going to be failed. You're always going to succeed in life. Always follow your dreams. Do not let people squash or kill your dreams. My dream was to buy my first home. My dream was to be a successful businessman. And yes, there was a lot of setbacks in life. Yes, there were a lot of things that happened during my course of life. However, the more times I failed, the stronger I became, the more focused I became, and more driven I became. So I knew my roadmap. I knew that where I wanted to go. And somehow, even through the early days, which was very, very tough and very difficult, we always found a way to go through it. So in life, life's going to throw us a lot of challenges. Life is going to throw us a lot of difficult situations and a lot of sticking parts in our lives.
Yes.
There's no point, I keep saying, there's no point staying in that particular environment that you're going to fall in a little whirlpool of problems. The main objective in life is, if there's a problem, find the solution.
Yes, great.
Do not focus on the problem. The problem has already happened.
Yes.
Focus, what is the solution to move forward? And that's the thing that I've learned from a young age. The other thing else that I learned from a young age from one of my early mentors, my boss back then, Gary, is that he said to me, young Con, when there's a little problem, you fix it right now. Do not leave the little problem become a bigger problem, because it takes a lot more time, a lot more effort to fix bigger problems.
Wow, what an insight. I love that. I love that.
So when something comes up, when you get a phone call from work and say, by the way, there's a little problem here, X, Y, Z.
Yes.
Do not do what a lot of people do. Don't worry, we'll fix it tomorrow. Attend it today. Fix it now.
Fantastic.
Cross it off your list.
Well done. That's such a...
And that's my journey. And then, of course, the other part of my journey is that I want to talk about, and of course, it's about mindset. A couple of years ago, I was at the stage of my life that, I was very, very blessed and very fortunate that I was blessed with two beautiful twin girls. And life looked amazing in the outside part of the world. Yes. However, inside, mentally, physically, emotionally, it wasn't working properly, because somehow I was ready to explode, as we all saw I've reached 151.5 kilos.
Yes.
Now, indirectly, I was killing myself with food. Indirectly, it was almost a form of suicide, you might call it, because at the end of the day, the result would have been only one. You would have been dead.
Yeah.
So that morning, Monday morning, 7:22 a.m.,
right.
when I looked in the mirror in my bathroom and I said, who is the guy across the mirror? I did not recognize him.
Okay.
I didn't even know it was me.
No.
Prior to that, I thought the guy I was in the mirror was the most amazing, the most beautiful man in the world. I never saw a problem till that particular morning. So the whole thing was, yes, it was violent. Yes, it was abusive. Yes, I shouted, I cried. Yes, all those things. But one thing, Kitty.
Yes.
I took action right then and then.
Fantastic.
It wasn't taking action tomorrow.
No.
Later. Today's Monday. I'll start on the Thursday. Today's the 29th of the month. I'll start on the first of the month. There was nothing like that. It was make a decision and go for it.
Go for it now. That's why we talk about transform your life now and not transform your life in January 2021 when it's New Year, right?
Do you know, Kitty, I think I read in an article no longer that 84% of people that actually somehow New Year's resolution, we want to lose weight, or we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
Yes.
By the end of January, it's all gone.
Oh, I can attest to that, because being a weight loss and wellness coach, I've had a lot of people that have told me they want to lose weight and they have this resolution. That's in fact one of the top resolutions for everybody, like for a lot of people. And yeah, you're right. Statistics really show that by the end of January, the 31st of January, they would have forgotten about it.
Kitty, the same thing applies. Losing weight, it's the most easiest thing to do, providing somehow your mindset is ready for it.
Yes.
Unless you change your mindset, nothing will change, because today you can go buy the most amazing diets, the most amazing people, but unless you're focused and unless you've got the result and the why, you're going to have the yo-yo effect.
Hey, you know what? I just want to stop you there, because when a lot of people say it's diet, the word diet starts with the first three letters being die.
There you go. Well, there you go.
Work.
Kitty, look, as you know, you've been a nutritionist and, a health coach.
Yeah.
It's not only about the diet. It's not about the
not at all.
It's also about the support.
The support, the coaching.
It's very, very, exactly.
Mindset, education, all that, yes.
Exactly. But all those together, you got to create your mindset. Unless you know your mindset is ready for it, you know what? Don't waste your time and effort. It's worth of space.
I fully agree with you, Con, because, we always say that, if I do exercise and if I eat healthy, then I'll be right. Well, if that's the case, then there wouldn't be so many overweight and obese people in the world.
Exactly.
In fact, according to some really big research that was done in the UK, 100%, let's say, of people that have been able to lose weight like you have successfully, 50% and more has to contribute to their mindset, their behavior modification, and their lifestyle. Only 20% and 30% out of that would be, the nutrition and the exercise and the workout and stuff like that. So it has to be a holistic approach.
Definitely. Look, Kitty, in the past, when I reached 151.5 kilos, before that, I've tried all these, let's call it...
fat diet.
I've tried these, let's call it, design diets by various well-known organizations out there.
Yes.
And yes, it was easy. Yes, I arrived at the local shop and I picked up my shower bag and I went home and I ate the food that they gave me. And then I went a week later, I got some more groceries from them and so on.
Yes.
Yes, I was eating, but I wasn't actually in the right mind of frame to give me the right mindset
Yes.
to take that advice and do something about it.
That's right. So that's why it's very important for people to get into that decision. Like when you looked at that mirror, you knew then and there, that was the day. And before we continue though, Con, if I may just pause for a little. I know that, you know, online right now, we've got quite a number of my Facebook friends and fans and like, you know, Rose, hello, Rose, and James and Craig and Lydia and Tom, and I can see Peter here as well. So if you are watching right now, why don't you just put into my either Juggling Health and Wealth or the Facebook profile in a comment, you know, one thing so far that you've learned from what Con has shared with us, so that we can actually have some interaction on Facebook as well, apart from just liking the post. I would love to hear your feedback, because personally, after just, you know, chatting with Con for like what, the last 10-15 minutes, I'm so inspired. You know, the one thing that I've learned that is extremely important, of course, mindset, but to be actually taking action now and not wait till later, because procrastination is no good. Number two thing is for Con's, you know, boss Gary, who told him the important insight, you know, to actually, while you have small matters, like, you know, small issues, fix them then. Fix them rather than wait till things that get into too big and too hard. So what about you guys? You know, when you're actually watching maybe now or replay, you can actually share with us on the Facebook group. I'd love to hear from you. So kudos to you, Con, and congratulations for having lost nearly 82 kilos in 2 years. And that is really, really a great
Kitty, it's not losing the 82 kilos. The last year or so, I maintained my weight. So it's not like I lost it yesterday and then tomorrow I'm going to put it on.
Yeah.
I've maintained. And remember something, losing weight or let's call it, losing weight's a very bad term. Let's call it transforming your life into the new you.
Yes.
You really got to believe that the new life will follow with it.
Yeah.
To me personally right now, I love my new life. The things that I do, I don't do because I have to. I do because I want to. And that's the very key inside information, because a lot of people are forced to do something because they have to.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yes.
Do not think like that.
Not at all.
Do not think it is a must. Do not think there's no other way. There's only one person and there's only one way that can help anyone, is you.
You, that's right.
Unless you believe in your ability, unless you believe on your own goals and what have you dreamed about, what you want to achieve in life, that's the first step. Second step, yes, there's people like Kitty to help you and to give you programs and give you all the supplements, and you need all the support that you require. But also remember, it's not actually fair on Kitty that Kitty does all this hard work and then a month later, you guys have given up. Remember, transforming your life is not an instant thing. It doesn't happen overnight. And unfortunately, Kitty, in today's life, we are living somehow a very instant success, instant things. You know, we want to become instant wealthy tomorrow. We want to lose weight tomorrow. People do not take the time and effort to do all the hard work behind the scenes to achieve the goal. Example is, we've got in Olympics, we've got a 100-meter sprint.
Yes.
Those runners run one race for less than 10 seconds, right? Now, to run that particular race for 10 seconds, they train for 4 years.
Wow.
Just think about it. 4 years to run one race for less than 10 seconds.
Wow.
Now, if you can understand the concept of things behind the scenes, because people don't look at what happened behind us, they only look around us or in front of us. Guys, the way I always say, work hard, you make a living. Work smart, you make a fortune.
Yeah, fortune. Yes, I agree. You know, I've heard that, you know, every single person, in order to master anything, you need to put in thousands of hours into it. So it's not just like, okay, well, because I want to do this and I'll become successful tomorrow. Yes, we need to actually put in the time, the effort, the energy, and the commitment, the determination to actually achieve what you want to do. But I totally agree with you, Con. I'm like you. I love,
Can ask the viewers one simple question, and there's no right or wrong answer.
yes.
Dear friend, dear friends, the question I'm going to ask you is this question. In your own, and please write it down if you like, or send us the information.
Yeah, Greg, you there? Tell us. Yes.
In your own words, in your own mind, what is success to you? What is success to you? Not me, not Kitty, not them, you.
Good one. Good question.
We love to know. And you know what? It's really amazing that how people can interpret the word success.
Yes.
You know, to me, for argument's sake, you know, for example, I spoke to no longer to a mate of mine, and for him, success was to be in Byron Bay and surfing all day and sitting down and chilling out in his hut. That's success for him.
Sounds like fun.
There's
Yes.
nothing wrong. Another person's success was to have a family. That's success. Another person was, that I've been told as well, to me, success, Con, is that I want to have lots and lots of money. Great. Success also means to a lot of people to be healthy.
I have this ethos, Con, if I may just share and add on to what you have talked about, and that is your first wealth is your health. My dad was born very poor, very similar to you, in fact, Con, you know, in China, Macau, China, and he came to Hong Kong, and then he actually, very much like you know, self-made millionaire, became very wealthy and successful, yet he was not healthy because he would put in 80 to 100 hours of work to a point that my mom and us kids, me and my two younger brothers, did not have time with him. You know, just like how you now, Con, have amazing bonding and time with your lovely twin girls. My dad didn't really have that much time, even though he had a lot of money. So to me, because of that, and because I was born with a hole in my heart, I felt like I was always inferior to my brothers because they were fantastic in their athletic ability. My two younger brothers now can run marathon, sub-3, below 3 hours. And at the time, they were very, very good with all sorts of sports. But anyway, long story short, I felt like all of these experiences caused me to look at health as one of my core values. So Con, I agree with you. If you were to ask me, success is certainly not just about wealth, but health as well. But of course, you know, you can have both. That's even better, just like you do. And that's why I wrote this book about juggling health and wealth. Con.
Kitty, look, at the end of the day, we all know balance.
Balance.
Balance is the key. You can't be their way or their way. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I give you an example. I mean, you know, people say to me, oh, Con, you know, I love chocolate. You know what I mean? You know, and I can't live without chocolate. You know what I mean? And very simple, you know what I mean? Very, very simple. You know, all right, you know what? I'll give you a little idea. Get your chocolate bar, cut one row, and those rows, you actually cut it into small pieces, get a little piece, put it in your mouth, do not swallow it, suck it. Get the flavors of the chocolate, smell the chocolate. And you know what? The slower you do that, the more intense the chocolate flavor becomes, and the more you appreciate the chocolate. And I tell you what, after a couple of little pieces, you had enough, you'll be happy.
Wow.
The other thing people say to me, Con, we've got no money to go to gyms. And I tell them, did I tell you to go to a gym? Did I say to you, you need money
No.
to transform your life? What do you mean, Con? I'll give you an example. Do you have a chair at home? Do you have a stool at home? Yeah. So you don't have to buy one, right? No. So you know what you do? You get up and you sit down.
Yes.
You get up and you sit down.
Let's do this.
Exactly. You know what I mean? If you do that 1 minute non-stop, 1 minute stop, very simple, up and down, up and down. Number two, have you got a wall at home? Are you sure you got a wall at home?
Yes.
You do. Now go on your wall put your hands up and do stand push-ups.
Yes.
Okay? Once again, 1 minute, not stop.
That's
Now,
it.
so far, we haven't spent any money, have we?
No money.
Now, the only thing we've done is somehow we're trying to get our body to stimulate and get it going, correct?
Correct.
Now, and then, you know what? I got to ask this. Have you got legs?
Of course we do.
So as you stand up, once again, you know, lift your leg. Exactly. And you lift your leg one against the other, once against the other. Now, do for 1 minute.
Go on.
So once again, don't give me excuses. Do not put blocks in your life. Do not put roadblocks to stop you of your ability and your ambition and your goal setting. Do not do that. Because what we found out, I can tell you right now, 99.99%, as soon as you tell someone something, they tell you, oh, is there a trick? Is there a catch? What's going to cost me? Mate, you know what's going to cost you? Nothing.
Zero.
Zero. You know what you're going to gain? You're going to gain a new life, a new you.
Applaud. You know why, Con? That's exactly so many people's excuses. They say, oh, I don't have money to go to the gym. I don't have money to do and this and that. Or in your case, you know, your client would say, I don't have money to buy properties or whatever it is. However, you know, every single thing that you do, there is always a way around it. Like what you said, you know, I always tell my clients, I actually have this 7-minute app that is free, like that you can actually get on.
No money, Kitty?
High intensity, free.
No money. Okay.
Free. Zip. High intensity interval training. So you do that for 7 minutes, 3 times a week. I tell you, you can actually lose so much body fat percentage, and it's free. You just download from your Apple Store or Play Store. Anyway.
One thing that actually I tell people, you know, every morning that I get up, before, I mean, and this is something that unfortunately a lot of people do these days.
Yes.
I get up every morning, and as soon as I wake up, what's the first thing they do? First thing they do, they get their mobile phone. Correct?
I'm guilty of that. Look at us. We're on my mobile phone.
The first thing they do when they wake up, they check their messages, they check what's going on. And hold on. You just got up from bed.
Yes.
I think before you do anything else, surely your life deserves 10 minutes every morning to be not only successful in who you are, but also shift your mindset to a better you.
Wow.
So what I'm saying by that, 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes.
7 minutes, we do 7 exercises,
yes.
1 minute each.
Simple.
Okay? And the other 3 minutes, we meditate. And when I say meditate, we visualize ourselves who we want to be. In other words, project your own movie. You become the movie star. You become the main attraction. So if you want to have a massive house, visualize it. If you want to drive a good car, visualize it. You want to go travel, visualize it. And you know what, Kitty? You'll be surprised when you visualize things, how things transform in your mind, how things shift your mind, and how it becomes reality.
Yes, Con, I believe that. You know, I have a dream board or vision board, and the Greek islands, as we talked about, was on it. And I've got a goal statement, and I do that kind of visualization with goal statements, with dream board, and it really works. Wonderful. Thank you for that tip.
If you haven't got 10 minutes,
10 minutes visualization,
spend on you, on your life.
Yes.
Sorry, but you know what? You watch this.
Worth it. You are worth it. All of us worth it. You know, in fact, I've got a journal that I give to my clients. In that journal, it's not only about tracking their food, their water, their exercise, but also tracking their dreams, you know, what they're thankful for and their goals, and visualize what they want to look like and as they reach their weight goals. So that kind of thing. It's very important.
The only thing I can suggest to a lot of people,
eliminate
excuses.
Yes.
Eliminate, it's not my fault. it's their fault.
Yes.
Eliminate it, the blaming game. Take responsibility of your own actions.
Sure.
It's your life. Live your life by your own design.
Agree. Amen to that, man.
Do not live life for someone else's life.
By design, yes, yes.
Because your life, you only get one, remember?
Oh, yes.
So make the most of it, enjoy it, design it the way you want to design it.
Yes.
And you know what? Be happy.
Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. You know how I actually do the Zumba class online now, virtually. Normally I just do it like, you know, in a studio with my Shall We Dance group. And if you see my Facebook group, you'll see that, you know, one of the songs that we always dance to with our Zumba is Don't Worry, Be Happy, that one. But anyway, I've got Greg Eldred, who is in our Zoom meeting, having a really good comment I'd like to share. Con, is that okay?
Yes.
Sure. Well, Greg said, being in that space of believing in yourself without needing approval and having a clear personal view of what items in your life that you want to achieve, where you have cleared the clutter and have the passion working on the key components of your life and clear goals, a balanced individual. So that's Con. And I hope to think that that's me as well.
Look, Greg, you know, look, what a great comment. That's amazing.
I love it. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it.
Really appreciate it, Greg. Thank you.
Really appreciate it, yeah.
And I believe if I can do it, you can do it.
I'd love to believe that too, Con. And okay, well, we've got maybe just a couple of minutes. I would love to ask you a question that when I saw your video, it came to me. May I?
Of course.
And that question was, you know, you said in your introduction video that we were looking at, in life, you either need inspiration or desperation. So I want to know personally, being such a successful entrepreneur, how has both of these, inspiration and desperation, helped you achieve your personal success, Con?
Kitty, thank you. Great question, by the way. Those two words, desperation and inspiration, almost they align against each other.
Yes.
You know, it's like we say, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? So I think you got to be yourself in the zone that unless you are caught on the web of desperation, in other words, on a sticky situation that you can't get away, you need to find something to inspire you. Now, a lot of times, yes, we need outside help.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we cannot, you know, I mean, I got to admit, in my younger days, I had a few mentors that I looked up to, and I spent a lot of time with them, you know, literally like a sponge. They were talking and I was just listening, and I was just sponging all the information, and then you got to put it to practice.
Yes, yes.
Because I remember last time you said, Kitty, that knowledge is a great weapon.
Yes.
I might have to disagree with you on that.
Actually, I also say knowing without doing is not knowing. Like,
yeah, see, to me, knowledge is talking a bit about content. What I'm saying by that,
yeah,
I can tell you a lot of stories about knowledge, and
yeah, I don't think that's the weapon. Yeah.
However,
yeah,
knowledge can be useless unless you learn from knowledge and you take action for knowledge.
Yeah, I have an ethos that knowledge plus implementation equals transformation. So thinking that knowledge is weapon itself is not good enough. I agree, totally agree.
Because at the end of the day, you know, we can go around in circles, but you know what? You know, act now.
Act now. That's it. That's it. Well. Thank you so much, Con, for that wonderful and fascinating conversation and discussion. I can talk.
Just one second. If we get any response I'd love to know what people thought, what is success to them.
Okay, so Greg, what's success to you? And I see there's Rose and the others. I need to actually get into my Facebook group to take a look at that. But I suppose we can actually get back to it you know, in our offline time and discuss with people. But yeah, if anyone that may be watching live or replay, we would love for you to actually give us a definition of your personal idea of what success means to you and how you can apply the way that Con has taught us, you know, through mindset, through the way of achieving success. So Con, any last words in helping people to achieve their personal success?
It's very simple, Kitty. If you believe in yourself and you've got a roadmap and you've got a dream and a goal, go for it. Do not let people steal or destroy your dreams or your goals.
Yes, yes.
Eliminate all the oxygen thieves from your lives. You'll be surprised how much easier you breathe, how much easier you feel.
Right.
Think about something. In today's world, we do go through crisis and where we go with COVID and all that. However, in situations, desperate situations, is where success begins.
Yes, I agree.
So keep smiling, stay safe, and if you want any assistance, any help, or anything like that, or any advice, please let Kitty know, and I'll be most happy to help you guys out.
Thank you, Con. I'll just quickly share. Rose said that it's good to see both of us adding value. So thank you for that, Rose. And Stephen Welch, who is actually one of my clients, said that he saw your amazing transformation from your video from 151.5 to 80. Wow, fantastic. And he also said action now. That's what he takes from your sharing. Success for him is about being happy, healthy, and helping others achieve their goals and dreams. And we also have Carmel and Phoebe watching right now. Thank you, Phoebe. So amazing, she said. So thank you, everyone that's being on. And of course, as I mentioned, you know, even after this, the replay or like it's going to be staying on my Facebook page as well as Juggling Health and Wealth and YouTube video, both Con's and mine. You can look this up, you know, with our conversations. We're going to be sharing in all different channels, aren't we, Con? Because we want to add value and bring contribution to people. To me, that is success. It's not so much about the money, but being able to contribute. As I shared with Rose the other day when she actually got me on as one of the featured speaker, contribution is one of my high value apart from health.
Thank you, guys, and lots of love.
Lots of love. Thank you. Take care. All right, let me just stop live and also the recording. Thank you. Thank you, Con.